This is a dairy-free meal replacement protein powder. That is something that has been underserved in the space for quite some time. Now, this is not a full-on review of this particular powder, but more of an educational video to let you guys know what this is, who's it for, and should or should you not buy this particular product. Welcome inside Fitness Informant's HQ, Fitness Informant's YouTube channel, and fitnessinformant.com. I'm Fitness Informant founder and CEO Ryan Buckeye, here today to talk to you guys a little bit about a brand new meal replacement protein powder from a brand called Anabolic Warfare. This is a dairy-free meal replacement protein powder. That is something that has been underserved in the space for quite some time. Now, this is not a full-on review of this particular powder, but more of an educational video to let you guys know what this is, who's it for, and should or should you not buy this particular product. So meal replacement powders traditionally out there have been made for years and years with a lower quality protein, with a lower quality carbohydrate source, and with a lower quality fat source, and they'd be able to charge quite a bit for them and come in these big tubs. Well, then there was a shift that people were looking for a more quality-based meal replacement powder. But most of those that are on the market that are quality-wise were dairy-based, using a whey protein powder in it for the protein source. So there are a couple since then that have come out and been dairy-free. Now, this one is a full dairy-free protein replacement or meal replacement protein powder where protein comes from sources other than your cow, right? You're so familiar with dairy-based proteins like whey protein, isolate, casein, etc., or even egg-based proteins, which we do actually get some egg in this one. So really, let's talk about who should be consuming a meal replacement shake. So I'm an advocate, and everybody here at Fitness Informant is an advocate, that your calories should come primarily from whole food sources. Now, this particular protein powder or this meal replacement powder, all the carbs, the fats, and the proteins are basically coming from whole food sources, but I'm still an advocate, like, you should eat your food whenever and wherever possible. The digestion process starts within your mouth. You're obviously burning calories as you eat, but you want to do that. But there are a certain portion of the population which can benefit drastically from a meal replacement protein powder like this. Number one, if you are bulking or struggling to get enough calories in your day, that is a big group of people out there, especially when it comes to the world of bodybuilding. People who bulk, and I've bulked before, sometimes your bulking plan can be anywhere from 4 to 5 to even 6,000 calories per day. That is extremely hard to eat that much food. So something like a meal replacement powder, like the Anabolic Warfare meal replacement protein, is a good supplement to consume because it's a lot easier to drink in these calories, which is almost 500 calories per serving, than to potentially eat another meal. Obviously, if you are struggling to get calories in throughout your day, maybe you're an ectomorph or whatever it may be, then this is also another good option for you to make sure that you're getting those calories in because it's convenient and it's on the go. Second is maybe your lifestyle, your job, or the activities that you partake in on a daily basis limit you from being able to sit down and actually eat a meal. Case in point, my wife was an RN for many years where she'd be at a 12-hour shift on her feet and she might get a half-hour break to eat one time during her shift. A 12-hour shift, you should be eating more than one time. So a meal replacement powder like this would be convenient for those individuals who work in that type of environment in which you don't have a lot of time to eat. So you can drink your calories on the go to keep your energy levels up, especially in a profession like nursing where you have to be sharp and on point at all times. The third is if you are an on-the-go person, a traveler. I have taken multiple road trips throughout my life across the United States, and you struggle. When you're hungry and you're looking for a place to go and you try to avoid fast food, sometimes you have to settle for potentially a protein bar, a bag of nuts, and a protein shake from a C-store. That's not always the best choice, so maybe packing this in a Ziploc bag as you go across country or on the next camping trip is a good option. So let's talk about this particular meal replacement protein powder. You're gonna get 66 grams of carbs, 38 grams of protein, and 9 grams of fat per serving for a total of 490 calories per serving. That is a big dosage. It's 2 scoops. There's 25 servings per bag of this, and it retails for 75 bucks. So think $5 foot long. It's basically $5 for 500 calories. Pretty damn good value, especially when you consider where these come from. So let's first talk about the carbohydrate sources in this. The carbs from this come from 3 primary sources. The first is going to be a whole wheat oat flour, which is a very popular carb source used in protein powders or powders that include meal replacement. It's a quality, you can digest it fairly easy. And obviously from an expense standpoint, it's going to be reasonable in terms of expense from a manufacturing standpoint. Number two, they have a quinoa, organic quinoa powder being used in this as well, which also can contribute to the overall protein content of this. And then the third is going to be a sweet potato flour. So you can see there are 3 whole food sources. Then let's go into the protein sources. I'm actually going to pick the bag up here because there's quite a few of these in here for protein sources. It starts with beef protein isolate. That's common to see in a dairy-free meal replacement. Next, a pea protein concentrate and a brown rice protein. So pea protein and brown rice protein, when you collectively combine them together, they complete a complete amino acid profile, making it a complete protein source. So this is going to be a complete protein source, obviously with the addition of beef as well. You also get fish collagen, which is the first time I've seen this. You get chicken protein, and then you get egg protein powder. And we're gonna talk about flavor here in a little bit because I think you hear those and you're like, oh my God, this is gonna be awful tasting. That is not the case at all. So 38 grams of protein, all coming from non-dairy sources, as we just read off there. And then finally, you get 9 grams of total fats. This is coming from coconut oil, which is a natural source of MCTs. Your body can burn MCTs more efficiently than traditional fat sources burned off as fuel. It's a good fat source. So again, 66 grams of carbs, 38 grams of protein, and 9 grams of fat. In addition, what Anabolic does, which is really cool, is they include Digiceb, which is a digestive enzyme complex, which is going to help you break down the carbohydrates, the proteins, and the fats within this meal replacement powder, which is absolutely fantastic. In addition to that, they have reishi mushroom, which can help alleviate stress. It can help fight off certain things that your body may or may not get. Now, I don't know how much of that is in there, but it's in there. They also have turmeric, which is going to be an anti-inflammatory, can help with joint health. And then they have coconut water concentrate, which can help with hydration. So, very good in terms of the ingredients, very good in terms of the macros when you're looking at a meal replacement powder. So let's go back to the protein sources that we talked about within this particular powder. Beef, chicken, fish, egg. Unique, right? Different. You would think this would taste awful. It comes in 3 flavors: blueberry crumb cake, strawberry shortcake, and chocolate. I will say my favorite of the 3 was the blueberry crumb cake, followed by the strawberry shortcake, then followed by chocolate. Chocolate to me is chocolate. But the strawberry and the blueberry addition of those flavors helps mask any of the flavors of the beef, the chicken, the fish that you may or could have gotten. I didn't receive that in any of the 3 flavors that I tried. I think they're all good. I think blueberry is the most bold flavor of the 3. Strawberry is a more faint strawberry, still good. And chocolate, like I said, is just chocolate. And if we want to talk about mouthfeel on this, because it's using an oat flour or whole grain oat flour, it's going to be gritty when you drink it, and that's just what happens when it comes to these particular products. And then again, here, as we talked about value a little bit earlier, $75 for 25 servings, $5 per meal, essentially. It's a good value, especially if you're somebody that is intolerant to lactose. You can't digest it, or you just don't do well with dairy. This is a good option for you. This is available now on Anabolic Warfare's website and select retailers around the country. Look below for a link that'll take you to fitnessinformant.com for a more in-depth written look at this particular product, as well as if we have a coupon code that can save you a few dollars, we'll paste that below here in the description as well. Make sure you follow us on our social media channels. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, and obviously here on YouTube. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe now button here below. Check out our podcast. It's called Booty and the Beast, right here on YouTube, over at iTunes and Spotify. And for more supplement reviews, rankings, news, deals, workout routines, and nutrition plans, visit us on our official website. We're online, fitnessinformant.com.